Hello, welcome to the House of the Spirits. Welcome home. This reading today is about getting messages from our ancestors. So, pile number 1, we have Aries, Taurus, and Virgo, and Scorpio. So, your card is the Wren. For the second pile, we have Libra, Aquarius, Sagittarius, and Capricorn. Your card is the Dog. For the third pile, we have Cancer, Pisces, Leo, and Gemini. Your card is the Fox. Okay, so I will give you a moment for you to choose your pile using the cards, the zodiac signs, or just your intuition. I will see you in your reading. Pile number 1, your card is the Wren, and the Wren is related to humility, cunning, and God. So this is a very special relationship with the divine that this tiny bird has. It's very, very small, and it is that humility, that humble existence, let's say, that's kind of also interdependent with or dependent on others, on bigger things, let's say, that allows for that flow of responsibility and authority, and also its humble nature that allows it to then, with the help of others, connect to God. So it's a very interesting concept, and it always reminds me of this Paul McCartney song, Jenny Wren. So you might enjoy that song. So, okay, let's start with some fairies, and let's get you some ancestor messages. So there's a lot that this Wren energy can give you, but I think that I want more information before I continue, before I explore. It's a very powerful one. Okay, so you have a collective of pixies, the Rar, and Taom the poet. I get a feeling that this is going to be very specific. I get this very, very, almost like personal energy, personal reading energy. Okay, so we have the Kanaz rune, and this is will, the will. It's also like calling or speaking. This is like a mouth emitting sound, and also inspiration. Maybe something to do with communication, or it's your calling, right? It's also heeding a call. I think that this is about someone who wants to speak to you, like for a long time. They have been wanting to speak to you. They've been trying to get to you through various different people, maybe. but I don't think that you've been getting the message because of the Ra here. There's some sort of interference, or the energy is just not right. It's not in tune with the Ren. And I feel like it's not in tune with the Ren energy because it's a humble energy. And I feel like this person wants to tell you that these days it's very hard to find a humble channel, a humble person, a person who allows the energy of God to come through in a much more, I wouldn't say even clean, but it's with all the elements, not clean, but it's enough. It's like it's not enough. Like the channels that I've found to get you to you are not enough. And with Tome Poet, I feel like you'll be better off trying to speak to this person or to understand what they're trying to say through art, through poetry, through music, through sound. Or the person, or maybe they're trying to characterize the person. The person is more artistic in nature. It's like the more artistic the person is, the more comes through. It's not that it will be precise, like it won't be a precise message, but it will be a poetic message. I feel like this person, so I feel like the ancestor that's trying to come through, they were used to speaking with metaphor and with like literary devices. So maybe there were writers. I'm not sure if they have, it's possible that they have achieved a lot of success in their lifetime, and or that they have very high standards for their craft, and they want to find a channel that gets to you in the same, with the same complexity and with the same richness that they had, because the message that they want to get through to you is complicated, it's elaborate, it's a big, it can be even like an epic or a romance. Maybe you're a writer too. Maybe this is like your spirit guide for writing or something like that. Like there's this very specific, even like intellectual character that I feel like is coming through here. Okay, so let's get you some more cards and see where this is going. What is, wow, that's a lot. Okay. Venus in Gemini with flattery. Sun in Taurus with acquisition. Venus in Scorpio with secrets. Mars in Aries with impulsiveness. Saturn in Aries with risk. And finally, Moon in Gemini with adaptability. I feel like they want to tell you a story. They want to tell you a story, and they need complexity because it's a complicated thing. And maybe it has something to do with your family, with what happened to them, or with what's going to happen to you. It's like there's this, I want to tell you a story because it's a part of your story. My story is a part of your story, or there's a part of your story that's exactly like their own story, or it's like there's like something metaphorical, something that elements of there are elements that are exactly the same, and that you need to, it's like you need to find the equivalent. You're going to find an equivalent, something equivalent to what is happening to you, and it might get you out of a risky situation. You might be encountering a risk, and maybe you're not aware of that risk yet. It's like they want you to have this information before you decide to go ahead with something. It might even be like an investment, like something that you're buying that's a big commitment, for instance, a house or a car, something big like that, or something regarding a group, like a investment group or a company. It might also have something to do with your job, what you do for a living. It's a lot of cards, but it's fine. Let's see. So you have songs, synesthesia, spirits, communion, and modulation. Love, childlike innocence, play, honesty, and essence. Transmission, experience, mastery, brain power, and telepathy. And finally, you have smoke, purification, union, community, and protection. So you have communion and community. So there's something, there's a collective here that's coming through. Now, I'm not sure if it's a collective that you are both part of, like the family, the group, the lineage, the spiritual lineage. Maybe you have the same job, like if you're a writer, they were also a writer, something like that, like a part of the same community. Maybe you have the same profession, the same job. There's something that you have in common that's very strong, like you both love writing, or you both love poetry, you both love art, you both love music, and it's something that's very, very similar. So the way, the subjects, the content of it is very similar. And I feel like they want to communicate with you through that art. They want to be like guiding your steps. So let's get you some tarot cards and see what is this message exactly, and if there's any advice. Seven of Pentacles, the Empress, and the Page of Cups. Right. I feel like this has something to do with lacking inspiration, or with not knowing what to do exactly. It's not, I don't feel like it's something more general with your life. It has to do with something specific that you're looking at. it's a job, it's a project, it's something that you're focused on, and there's something missing there. They want to give you this missing piece. They want to give you this extra, it's like an extra, it's almost mystical too. It's very subtle. It's like the difference between this, a good work, like a beautiful piece of art, or something like the master work, your greatest work, a masterpiece. They want to turn something that you're doing into a masterpiece. They want to help you with that. They want to be present, and they want to be a part of it. Okay, sorry. So you have the Queen of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. So at the same time, I feel like you've been working on this for a long time, and maybe they've already participated in it, but they want to give you that extra, like the extra spice, the extra flavor. They want to give you the thing that is missing that turns this into a masterpiece. And I feel like they want you to collaborate with them. So how do you allow this? You are a part of a community, or you can communicate with people that can be a vehicle for that. They can be the channel. That's how. It's already quite specific and very to the point. Okay, so maybe they will also want you to listen to some kind of calling that you have. So if you're working on something and it seems like it's insufficient, or there's something extra that it's missing that expands the whole thing, maybe you would like to consider doing something that you also have a calling to do. Like, for instance, you're a really good writer, you work for a living writing, and you are writing your masterpiece, the great work of your lifetime, let's say. It's if you can picture that, maybe you have a completely different way of addressing that, but it's something like that. Like, this is really important and I'm working on it. And you've also always wanted to dance, but you felt like you didn't have the talent. I feel like whatever you want to do, like extra, that you consider is a hobby, or it's not as important as this, I feel like it can help you remove the blocks to this information that turns your work into a masterpiece. It can be different subjects and different areas. It can even be something that is not specifically artistic. Maybe you're writing a very technical book, or you're doing some kind of intellectual exercise that's not about, maybe you're writing code, who knows. So it might not be just arts, okay? It can be everything that is creation, everything that is creativity, and that requires inspiration. King of Cups, Three of Cups, and the Five of Swords. You also had this one, King of Swords, right? So now I felt like this this is like two very different energies here. Like the King of Cups brings the Three of Cups, and the Five of Swords the King of Swords brings the Five of Swords. It's like two people with completely different energies here, and I'm trying to understand if this is like your brain's hemispheres clashing with each other a bit, or if there are people in your life that also can represent these two different factions, let's say. So one is quite inspired and emotional and heart-centered and relaxed, really spontaneous even, but in a way that it exudes this maturity, especially in the emotional sense, like someone who's emotionally mature, very stable and in their heart. So like their heart is their throne, like let's say that, and they're artistic in nature. There's a lot of artfulness. And this way of being, it really gives way to moments of enjoyment and pleasure and sharing with the Three of Cups. And it requires authenticity, of course. But then you have the King of Swords with the Five of Swords, and it's completely different. It's very detached from whatever's happening around him. And I even think that he's so detached from what is happening around him that he can hurt people. And he doesn't really care. If he does, it's not my business. It's like I'm seeing someone who is like, that's not my business. I don't care about that. I just want this. I just want this done. Like I don't care about the rest. It's a bit jarring, like the energy. So maybe these are two aspects of yourself. So there might be some impatience with this more emotional side that just wants to be in the moment and relax and find himself, let's say, in the moment. Like I want to find myself in each moment. And this person is more like, you have to do the thing, and that's what matters. So there's something a bit tyrannical, I feel, about this King of Swords here. It feels like a boss, like a bossy energy, or a boss. Maybe you're interacting with someone who represents this, and you're more like the King of Cups, because I feel like with this outcome here, that's how you work. Like you work with your heart, you work in authenticity, and you need good friends, or you need friendship and community and communion with others. This sense of being in a way protected from this more, let's say, cutting energy. But it might also be the case that you need this person, you need this energy, or you need this person to achieve something. Because the Ren is also about collaborating with people to achieve your goals, and even to achieve the highest goal, which is God, which is to be able to soar as high as the eagle, but be the humble, tiny bird who can soar as high as the highest bird. And that's a story, okay? That's the story of the wren, like this beautiful fable that there was a contest to see who was the bird who was going to fly closest to God, closest to heaven. And the wren perched, was perched on the back of the eagle. And the eagle didn't notice that because it was so small, and he was bragging. So the eagle was bragging, I am the highest of the birds, I fly highest, and so I'm closest to God, I am the most godly creature, let's say. And then he noticed the wren who was on top of him, of it. And so yeah, the wren is actually closest to God because it is humble enough to know that it can't do things just by itself. It needs the help of others, but it is smart, it is cunning, without being dishonest. Okay. Seven of Swords. Three of Pentacles. Knight of Swords. And just one more. Two of Pentacles. Okay. So it's like they're saying something like, don't worry for now. Don't worry for now. Don't look for me. Don't look for anything. Just work. Focus on what is at hand, like the task at hand. Focus on the small things and doing everything beautifully and with craft and with this sense of humility, because soon enough I'm coming to. It's like, don't look for me because I am coming to you. You just keep finding your soul group, let's say, keep that fire alive, that fire of community and communion with the people with whom you feel like things are, your heart is relaxed, and with whom you can share the things that you love with. So love is a very important energy to share with the group. And the thing, they're telling me that they will come to you. Don't search for me. I will come to you. Focus on whatever is at hand, on the task at hand, because I have something very special to give you that will turn what you're doing into something like a masterpiece, like the work, the master work, the work of a lifetime or many lifetimes. And suddenly there was this Latin phrase that came to my mind, which I really love. And it goes like this: ars longa, vita brevis. So it means the art is long. So the process of creating is very long and life is short. So I think that this reading is coming to you to tell you that you need to realize that you're part of this chain, and that you're just kind of like an iteration of a very long work, a very long masterpiece, let's say, very long relationship to art or to creation. And the missing piece, so that your part of the contribution is complete, will come to you through this person who is already quite experienced in what you're doing. So whatever is your craft and whatever is your objective, your focus now, especially in work related but work that gives you a lot of pleasure. It's not like the job that you have that you're trying to get out of. It's more like what you really love. So the missing piece is coming, so that your work is more complete and it's ready to also be given to the next generation, and so on and so forth. So it's, yeah, I feel like they're trying to, because there is the risk that you feel like you're defeated by missing this. So maybe that's why they come in this reading, so that they say it's not over yet, don't give up, or don't despair, because it's going to turn into something great if you wait for this message that is coming. Just focus on the daily things for now, because it's very clear that things will come to you. The message will come to you. It's not you chasing anything. You don't chase anything. You just perfect your craft. You do your thing every day. And you also nurture relationships or communities that share the love, that share this common objective, or that understand you, like soulmate or soul group or tribe, if you like to call it, some kind of community. And through them, the message will come through one person's in this group, or I feel like you know this person already, maybe. So for some of you, you know this person, but it's not a very solid relationship. Like it's not, you're not talking to each other on a daily basis or something like that. It's like maybe you know who they are, but it's, yeah, sometimes you meet, sometimes you don't. Maybe it's not regular, maybe it will never be, but the message will come across, it will come to you. And I don't think it will take a long time. So the final piece of this puzzle that you're building is coming to you, and it's about you just being receptive. Also, you focusing on the work is also being receptive, or creating that receptivity. Somehow, you know how people say that when they're cleaning the house, or when they're like washing the dishes or taking a bath, doing these daily chores, sometimes it's when they get the biggest insights and downloads. I don't think that's going to happen specifically in this situation, but I think that those tasks, something in those tasks, like they seem very tiny, very humble, like the wren, but they're actually preparing your mind for something that's coming, for something from this ancestor that wants to come through. And they will use someone to get to you, someone specific. I feel like it's someone who is very well spoken. They're very eloquent. They know their words, like they know how to speak or how to convey very complex stories, information. They understand that it's innate, it's a characteristic. Very, very intelligent. So this is a very intelligent person. It's like their brain is wired in a way that is it can feel a bit chaotic and overwhelming for someone who is not aware of how this is functioning. So this might also be a part of this message, so that you're kind of open to this kind of character, because they have something very important to say. And maybe when they speak to you, when they say something to you, the message will be very, very long or very complicated, and you'll feel a little bit overwhelmed in the moment. But I feel like with time, you will be able to digest and process what they will tell you, because it's what changes everything for you, because it allows you to expand on what you're doing in a way that it creates a masterpiece, something that's timeless, something that will be forever, or at least for a long time, foundational for the coming generations. So that's it's a lot of responsibility. So now I also understand this King of Swords here. It's like keeping you in check in a way, because that's a lot of responsibility. So yeah, this is a very specific message. I hope that it helps someone. And yeah, thank you so much for this. If you also enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'm also available for personal readings at the moment. You can find my email in the description, and memberships are now live. You might want to check them out. I hope to see you again very soon. Bye. Pile number 2. Your card is the dog. It's such a sweet, beautiful looking dog. I really love this card, and it's also about protection and guidance. So I do feel like whoever's wanting to come through for you is someone who has this enormous protective instinct with you. I feel like they've been by your side since forever. So this has been your entire life, and it will continue. So that's the loyalty, the spirit of this ancestor. I guess that maybe you know them very well too, because they've been with you. I don't think they've been keeping this a mystery. So you know who they are. It's a constant company in your life. Okay. 2 OM for you today. So this is cool, and it is about intuition, or connecting to the source, directly to source. And this one is Ida, and Ida is about rebirth, or preventing illness or disease. Okay, so yeah, I feel like they've been with you for a long time, and maybe if you're not always speaking with them, or if they're not always speaking to you, so if there's been any kind of silence, I feel like they might want to change that. It's like, I want to come back. I want to speak again. And I want you to connect. So there's kind of this need to connect. And I want you to come back. I want you to come back. So maybe you are going back somewhere where this person also was or has been. You're going to the source. And because we have a cave here with water, I'm also thinking like the spring. There's a source or a spring. Springs are also healing, so there might be something about that too for some of you. Like healing waters, spring waters. They want to take you somewhere like that. Okay, so ancestor messages for pile number 2. What do we have for pile number 2? Is there anything more? there anything more for pile? Okay. We have Penelope Dreamweaver. We have Death card. And Tabara of the Waters. Just give me a moment. Definitely somewhere where water is healing. So this ancestor wants you to go back to the source of something or to a place where the waters are healing. And I guess that it is somewhere familiar. So this is, if there's a place like that, that's only for the people who are listening to this, who know where this is already. It's not this new place. So it feels like home. It feels close to home. It feels close to your maybe childhood memories, something like that, like somewhere where the waters are healing. And with Penelope Dreamweaver in death, I really feel like there's this comeback. There's this rebirth. This connection. Oh. I think that this energy might want to come back in your life. So they might want to reincarnate soon into your life. They're coming back. They're coming back. But I feel like it's like they're being born. So they would be a baby, if that makes sense, in your life. So they'll be born soon, or they will come into your life soon, or both. Okay. So you have fields, collective, service, harvest, equanimity. Origins, loss, trial and error, warrior spirit, and survival. Waters, again, so spirit helpers, abundance, forgiveness, and flow. The healing waters, they're coming out of the water. I almost see them like emerging from the water, like Lady of the Lake, you know. So, and then you have test, envy, fear, target, hard choices, and separation. They're healing a separation. And I also felt like with the warrior spirit here, they are coming with a mission. They're coming back because they have a purpose. They have a specific purpose to a mission to accomplish. They might also be helping you accomplish a mission, accomplish something. And it's a kind of they're going to help you through trying times. They'll stick to you. They'll be there for you. Whatever happens, that's the loyalty that I feel here. It's they're through thick and thin. They're going to be by your side. That's the energy here. It's really strong, united. Wow, it's very powerful spirit guide, a very powerful helper. You have a very strong purpose, a very powerful purpose here, and they want to come back to help you with that. And you will understand what is happening immediately. It's like you will know what is happening immediately. You will know them. You will know it's them. You will know it's them when you see it. Moon in Cancer with friendship. There's this kind of soulmate energy here. Sun in Virgo with health. It's like coming back into the body, going back into the body. I see that with Tabara of the Waters, also healing. the dog. And so Ida, this Om here, it's about aiding in the rebirth of something. Wow. Very interesting. It's almost like also you want to bring back something from the distant past, and this person embodies that energy, and it helps you with a mission that is, the mission is to bring that energy back, and that energy in of itself is like a warrior survivor energy, but very, very vital, very strong. It can also give a lot of health and vitality to other people. It inspires other people. It's like a revival, this spirit of revival, of rebirth. You have the Venus in Gemini with flattery. Oh, I shuffled the cards so much. I always put the cards separate and then I shuffle and shuffle and shuffle. So the first pile also have flattery and secrets. Venus in Scorpio with secrets. And Saturn in Scorpio with inheritance. I feel like this might have something to do with the way they're coming through in this reading, the way the ancestors want to come through in this reading. There's something in common with the one that came before. And I'm going to get to that, not yet. So maybe it will come up later. Saturn in Scorpio, inheritance. There's something that's rightfully yours that they will bring back. It's like that sense of bringing back from the distant past, like this castle, this heritage. They want you to find your heritage. Oh, so maybe they will also want you to travel to a place where your heritage is very strong, or to investigate something about your past, your family, maybe even your family tree. But I don't feel like that's the most important thing here. It's just that they are a part of that. They bring that energy with them. So these cards fell out. You have the Ace of Vessels, waters of life, again, with the source of the water, the springs, and the Queen of Bows with hair. Wow. So I think that this person was somehow popular in their time. They were representing something that was kind of ideal, or they were very responsible. They were responsible for representing something like an ideal. So going back to a place where there are springs, that's really, really confirmed over and over here in this reading. The seer, the high priestess. This is telling me that there are some things that you will only see if you go to that watery place. Maybe you will even see something in the water, like scrying. They want you to scry, or they want you to look at the water. Some kind of secret will be revealed to you in that way. And this is for those of you who are very intuitive already, who really embody the concept of the high priestess, or who have some kind of psychic ability that you're developing. I feel like they want you to use it in that place. They want you to go to that place, to the source of something. And I do see a place with water. I just can't stress that enough. It's a place with water. I don't think it's like the sea. It's more like this, like a pond or a lake or a spring. I do feel like it's a spring. It's a water spring. It's a place where you can feel the smoothness of the water and the calmness of the water. There might be a lot of dead leaves and like mulch and dead things on the ground, and specifically in this time of the year, if you're watching this as I'm publishing it. So there's a lot of life there, but it's kind of dormant, hibernating life, helping it be reborn. Six of Bows with abundance. And these two together. Wow. Queen of Vessels and Salmon, the green woman. I feel like this is a feminine energy. There's a lot of feminine energy here. This person wants to come back. And the salmon also goes back to the place where it was born. And they die there as they give birth, let's say, as they release their eggs, going back to the source. You will find everything that you need there. Everything that you need is in that spring. It's your birthright. And I feel like with the flattery and secrets, it's like they want to tell you, like, listen to this. Listen to what I'm saying. Don't be distracted by anything else. Go to the source. Don't waste time. It's like, listen to what I'm saying. They want me to address you directly. Like, they want me to call to your attention. Yeah, they want you to focus now. Just don't forget this, and write it down. Do something so that you don't forget it. Write it down, record it, bookmark it, share it, something like that. Like, don't let this die. Like, don't forget about this. Don't let this die. I'm coming back. I'm coming back. I'm always there with you, but I'm coming back embodied. I'm coming back in flesh and blood. So go to the source, because there's something that you need to do there so that you get your birthright. Wow. Now I felt, when I said you get your birthright, I felt this warmth in my solar plexus. It felt like urgent. It felt like really important. Like, write it down. Don't forget what I'm saying. Like, this is serious, because you have the right to this. And if you don't do it, what happens? Three of Bows with fulfillment. Knight of Bows with Fox. The Archer. So this is the Chariot. You will miss the opportunity. I feel like you have to seize the opportunity. You have to seize a moment. You have to be quick with the Knight of Bows. Be quick about it. Does this have something to do with the rights to an inheritance? Does this have something to do? And you see that you have the same dogs helping the archer. I'll be by your side. You'll get what you want. But you have to be the timing. You have to seize the opportunity. You have to do this as soon as possible. And also, I feel like if there's an opportunity to come together with someone who reminds you of this person or who is related to this message, if this is resonating with you, if you have an opportunity to meet with someone that is connected to this, you need to take that opportunity right away. Like you might miss the window of opportunity. I also feel like they want you to defeat some kind of energy, to defeat something. Because you have the warrior spirit, forgiveness, hard choices, separation. Page of Bows with Stoat. It's a Page of Wands. The World Tree. And the Two of Bows with Decision. I think that you have the opportunity to have closure on something. This has something to do with a meeting with somebody else. You have to seize this opportunity to meet with this person if it comes up. This other person is, I feel like they're a bit clueless about what is happening. They're like intuitive in a sense, but they're kind of guided, like somehow. Let's say that they're guided, but they're more like in a way possessed by the energies around them. They're not really very conscious of their actions, I don't think, but they're somehow they embody something that is essential, that is crucial for your objective. And your objective, I feel like, is having access to your birthright. And you will be able to choose something once you get closure. You get closure and then you get choices. But you can choose whatever you want to do with this birthright. And this person wants you to have access to it. The clean access to your birthright. Because your birthright has a lot for you. There's a lot of possibilities open up because of you having access to something that you were denied. And you have to seize the window of opportunity to meet with specifically to meet with someone. There might be other stuff, like other stuff about this opportunity, but what I see specifically is like a meeting, a very important meeting. And you need to go. And they will be with you. So they also want you to call them. When you're there, when you're getting there, call them to help you. Call them so that you embody those qualities, so that you can they will also join you. They will be in the conversation. They will be there with you. And they will guide the conversation, they will heal. They will help heal something and get closure, so that you get closure. And after that closure, you get choices, options, expanded options. Okay, beautiful. Thank you so much for this. If you also enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'm also available for personal readings at the moment. You can find my email in the description. And you might also want to check out the membership levels and tiers. And I hope to see you again very soon. Bye. Pile number 3, your card is the Fox. And the Fox means many things, but one of the most important things today I felt like was the fact that the Fox is a good advisor, a very wise advisor. So the Fox is cunning and diplomacy, and also knowing when to be silent or invisible. So there's always the danger of being dishonest when we're too cunning, and that's always the warning of the Fox. But I felt like the most important thing is that this person, this ancestor that wants to communicate with you, has very good advice. So it's like, listen carefully. I am going to tell you something. I'm going to give you an advice. A very strong and important advice. Okay. Oh, it fell back. Interesting. So we have the Ansus rune, and the Ansus is exactly a message or signs. It looks like an antenna. It's very funny. So listen carefully. Very interesting. These readings are very, very interesting to me because it's like it's like I am a different person. I am embodying the spirit of that person, and it feels a bit more playful. Well, sometimes. At least today, it was beautiful. It was, I felt like the energies are very light, let's say. Okay. The Singer of Transfiguration. The Singer of Healing. And the Spirit Dancer. Wow. So there's something about you transforming into who you really are. This is a message about who you really are. This person knows your real self. They know you. I know who you are. And I know what you can do with that power, with that essence. Okay. Duality, alternation, paradox, hardship, mediation, and threshold. I feel like they want you to, they're like the midwife of the real you. They want to help you be who you really are. Border, castaway, separation, depth, relief, observation. They've been observing in silence. Power, magic, life, energy, manifestation. They see the power. They see the potential, the power. They see the magic. They know They want to tell you how you can use energy, power, magic to your how to use your life, your power, your energy. I feel like they want to tell you something about your life story, knowledge, nonverbal communication, time and space, generations. Right. And masters, deepest fears, bravery, temperance, selflessness. So they are now a part of, I feel like they have ascended into a different plane of existence. So they want to help others from another plane. They're not afraid. It's like they're not afraid. They're not afraid anymore. They left all fear behind, and they want to teach you something about it. So it's like they're not in the same plane anymore. They ascended to a different plane. They transform into something else. And they want to tell you something about that. It's something about the fear or fears. Specific fear. Something that will help you because it transcends the limitations of the previous dimension. So I don't know why I did that. Silence again. Silence. There's something about being silent. Okay. So they're saying something like, don't tell anyone what I'm going to tell you. Tell no one. This is just for you. Mercury in Cancer with intuition. Sun in Scorpio with endurance. Jupiter in Libra with negotiation. And Venus in Sagittarius with flirtation. Don't tell anyone what I'm going to tell you. So now that part of the message that's coming through needs a little bit more. So I'm getting the tarot. I feel like I need more clarification here. Kali, the Tower, right? Five of Cups. And this is Kuan Yin, which is always a very powerful energy. When it comes up in my readings, it really stands out for me. And this is Kali, so very powerful, surrendering, compassionate energy, true compassion. Golden flower with temperance. I don't know. This might have something to do with a relationship because you have negotiation and flirtation. There might be something about a romantic relationship or just a relationship, a very meaningful relationship in your life. the minstrel with the King of Stones. And the Watcher with the Queen of Mirrors. Or they want to tell you something about a relationship. A relationship that they had, not a relationship that you're in. Seven of Stones. Music again. The healing power of music. And you have the minstrel with music everywhere. Psyche. The world. The integration. And the healer. Page of Mirrors. You also have the Singer of Healing here. Two of Stones. Seven of Mirrors. There's a broken mirror here. And then you have these two. Ace of Spirals and Six of Scrolls. What is interesting in these cards is the curled, shaped, like a cornucopia. The spiral. Even the scrolls are spirals too, but because they're bent, they're not open, so you can't really read them, but so Six of Swords and the Ace of Wands. So I feel like this person had a relationship that failed, or that had some kind of heartbreak into it, happening to it. It needs healing. Or you were influenced by that energy somehow. So you're connected to that energy, that, I don't know, failed relationship, or there was some kind of destructive power that was unleashed by a relationship, but it continues to try to heal itself. It's like it has a life of its own, although it was, let's say, nurtured or fed by these two energies. Because I do feel like there's this relationship energy here, this duality. You have duality, some kind of alternation of energy that needs to be resolved, and you're part of the healing. You're part of that healing. You have a psychic connection that allows you, or psychic abilities that allow you to see how it all makes sense. But now you have to heal it in the real material, physical sense. Real with the big R. And I say that because with the Seven of Mirrors, and it's you have a broken mirror. The biggest mirror is broken. It feels like there's this delusion or a reality that is broken, a dimension that you don't have access to, or that is shattered, that is I feel like there's something broken that was broken forever. You can't fix a mirror. It's really like, that's why they, when you break a mirror, at least in where I'm from, there's this superstition that you'll have 7 years of bad luck, and this is the 7 of mirrors. So something was broken forever. There was a relationship that was broken forever, and now you need to do something with that energy. It's like you continue that energy, but in a completely different way. Transmute it. You transmute this energy. And there's also something else really powerful here, and I think that has something to do with you breaking the rules of reality, or breaking the rules of a reality, shattering some kind of limitation, restraint, something that needs to fit in this box. And I feel like you're, instead of trying to fit in that thing, in that box, or that concept, in that category, or trying to fit in, trying to adapt yourself to a specific situation, I feel like you're doing so much more than that. You're creating a completely different reality. You're shattering that box. The limitations are going to disappear. You have Kali, the Tower. I feel like you're surrendering to a new reality. And with that, you remove the limitations, you remove the obstacles. You are removing the obstacles and creating a new landscape for you to act upon. And I think that this person, this ancestor, is going to give you clues about how to go about it, how to do this, and also what to do next. Because I think that there's something that there's kind of a feeling here of, so when I do this, I have nothing after. There's nothing after this. What comes after this? There's this uncertainty, or this kind of there's a gap there. And I think that this person wants to connect the dots for you. They want to help you. But one of the conditions here is that you don't tell anyone about this. That you don't tell anyone about this except when it's done. So when the reality is created, when the limitations are no longer there, when you have successfully materialized a new reality for you, only then you can march forward and you will have no obstacles. Because if you start talking about what you're doing, the obstacles will appear as you are talking. As it's like your words will manifest into obstacles. So you have to be silent about it. Don't tell anyone about what you're doing. I felt like there was something specific in this reading that was already giving you a clue. The healing power of music. Healing is really important here. Singer of healing, transfiguration, and also spirit dancer. So spontaneous creative things. I feel like you enjoying something like that, like the healing power of music, or the healing power of art, or the healing, enjoying some sort of healing power. It can be self-healing, it can be Reiki, it can be therapy. There's some kind of healing that gives you a lot of clues. It's something that's very accessible to you. So it's not something that you have to pay a lot for, or that you have to go very far to get. Like, it seems like it's something that you can do for yourself. You master that. You already have mastery of that. You master your own healing, but you have to focus on it, and you can't tell anyone about it. Don't tell anyone about this process, this healing process. Don't talk about it. Keep it to yourself for now. Because it's only when you have made a lot of choices in silence that the obstacles will kind of melt away. They will disappear. And I feel like this might feel like a bit of a surrender to your own loneliness, because with the Five of Mirrors, Five of Cups here, there might be some kind of heavy feeling with that loneliness that comes from a creation that's very unique to you. You might feel like you're surrendering the connections, like you're not connected to anyone any longer, like you don't have really strong connections if you don't communicate about that reality, about what you're doing. But I think that that's it comes with the territory in a way. So because you're closing a great chapter, and I feel like your connections right now are confusing you. The connections are creating the obstacles because they confuse you. It's not because people hate you or people want to do you any harm. I don't feel like that. I just feel like they confuse you. It's like the Seven of Mirrors. They break the mirror and you can't put it back together. You have to choose another mirror. You have to build another reality. You have to face another dimension of yourself. And you kind of, it's like you're running away from yourself because you're wasting your energy in little amounts in different conversations with different people. And you have to concentrate it. You have to concentrate it in yourself. You have to be a bit more guarded. And I feel like if you guard yourself and you harness the energy that you might be breadcrumbing around, let's say, with different people, if you concentrate in yourself and you use it for healing yourself, for training yourself in something, for listening to music or playing music, devoting yourself to that connection with your soul, it is a different kind of conversation that I think it's also a new religion you're building. It's interesting that because if you concentrate the energy on yourself, you will also build a relationship with yourself that will change all the relationships around you. The people will change. They also have their own lives, of course, but they will change with you. Something will change. It's the power. It's a magical power that you have, this concentrating power, the power of silence. And I'm not saying that you can't have conversations, But don't feel like you're wasting your energy with those conversations. Don't feel like you can't waste this energy if you want to really remove those obstacles right now. Because you have decisions to make, very strong ones, with the Ace of Wands here. And it's like you have to be strong-minded, strong-willed. You have to be sure of yourself, confident, moving forward. You have to make choices. Two of Stones, make choices and hope for the best, like be very positive. And in order to keep that synchronicity, let's say that, that harmony, in order to keep that harmony with the reality that you want to materialize, you can't waste the little, you can't give the little pearls around. It's not that you're giving them to people who don't deserve them, but it's not the time. It's like, now is not the time. You have to save it for later, because you will put this into something that you're doing, into this new reality that you're creating, and only when it is strong enough will it just breeze through the obstacles. And you will also be getting a lot of help from the other side. So you have the Watcher here. So there's a lot of psychic energy wanting to help you, but the silence is key here, so that you are not wasting an inch of your energy. It's like every little pearl, every little drop counts now. You're getting a lot of help. You are being observed. You are being guided and advised constantly. So using your psychic abilities, if you're developing them, and also something related to music here, meditation, sounds, frequencies, healing, energy healing, something that you can do to yourself. It's really important right now that you focus on that. And I'm also hearing something like, we'll speak again very soon. So stay tuned. It's like stay tuned. It's what I'm seeing here, because you got the antenna here, the Ansu's rune, messages, signs. Stay tuned, because you will be getting a lot of information, and you need silence. You need to be silent. It's not only that you need silence around you, because you also need music, but you need to be silent. You need to not say anything, at least for now. Don't say anything until you're ready to make a bold decision that shatters this reality. It shatters the shackles that hold you in place. And this elephant here, he is like Ganesha. He will remove all the obstacles in your path easily if you keep silent for a while. If you keep that energy, you save that energy to heal yourself, instead of give it away, at least for now, to people who they might deserve your energy. But it's not that. The point is that you're creating something, you're creating a new reality. So that's a lot of responsibility, and that's a lot. That's already a lot on your plate. So yeah, stay tuned, because we'll speak again. Okay, thank you so much for this. If you also enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I would also like to invite you to check out the membership tiers, and I'm also available for personal readings at the moment. You can find my you can find my email in the description below. I hope to see you again very soon. Bye.